This, you want to head down to this place on the map. It's the main circuit in the game, and you want to head to this fourth marker here for this race. Now this race is particularly interesting because, as you're about to see, you can go AFK if you set up your car in a certain way. And what I mean by that is this. Now you can basically use any car to do this, but I want to, well, you can anyway if you have got to this part of the game when you can unlock certain vehicles. So when you can unlock this part of the game, you can do it with any vehicle. I'm going to use the F1 car, Red Bull RR or RB18. But the most important thing is go to this race, go to difficulty options, and make sure you have got all of these on. Guidance, racing line, auto brake and auto steering are very important for this little trick to work. Now you can go AFK away from keyboard. You don't have to be around while doing this. And if you've got a turbo pad, even better, and I'll show you why. So what you want to do is start this race and the game is going to play it for you as long as you can hold down your accelerator button on your pad, or if you've got a turbo pad, press one of the buttons to make sure the accelerator button is on. And you can also do you can reset the game over and over again to rack up loads of XP and loads of money, because triangle for the PlayStation or Y for the Xbox and whatever it is on PC will allow you to play this game AFK. All you got to do is hold down the accelerator button and the car will accelerate around the track. It will complete the race, you'll get the money and the XP for it. And if you've got a turbo pad for the Y button or the triangle button for PlayStation or Xbox, it will automatically restart the game if you set turbo to constantly pressing that button, the Y or the triangle, and therefore you'll do this over and over again and it will just play it for you, and you'll get millions of credits if you do it overnight and millions of XP. So it's probably the best way in the game at the moment, and I haven't seen anyone else do this either on YouTube, so I hope I'm the first one showing you how to do this. It works for me. Just make sure you hold down your accelerator button, and you can do this by obviously getting out a hairband or sellotape or blue tack, hold down the accelerator button and the car just goes around the track on its own. That's what I'm doing, it's just holding down the accelerator button. It's that simple. And if you've got a turbo pad, obviously the turbo pad will hold down the accelerator button for you, and it will also restart the game for you. And that is the way how you can constantly play this race over and over again, and you will get an absolute crap ton of credits and XP. I'm just going to show you what you will get at the end of this, how long it takes, and you can do the maths then to work out what you can get for how long you leave your computer on. But like I say, the most important thing here is to make sure the auto steering is on in the options. Only affects the XP, not the amount of money you get. But you can also actually set up, I've meant to show you, you can set it up even better to get more XP. But I'm not really too worried about XP on this game. I just want the money so I can buy the cars. So for me, getting the money is most important. And I think there's one more lap left. I think it takes around about 3 minutes to complete one race. Now times that by within an hour. So what's it? I'm not really good at maths, but work out what you get. I think you get 13,000 for each race within 3 minutes. It is going to be a lot of money. I think you should be hitting the millions if you let your computer do this overnight, and obviously the XP as well. But just coming up to the last lap, like I say, you don't have to worry about tyre wear, just let the car race itself. You can use different cars. I've only ever used the Red Bull racing F1 car with this, but you probably could use a slower car. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it does work as well. I would have thought, because this is a fast car, you're hitting that wall, as long as it doesn't spin out with the tyre wear, it's good. So just over 3 minutes, and this is what you get. See, what I mean now by is if you had the turbo pad, you could press the triangle or Y button and it will automatically restart the game for you. So check that out. Right, so we got 6,000 XP and 11,000 credits, and you also get a bunch of items as well like that, which is pretty good. So you restart it and keep doing it over and over again, and that is basically right. Build today. We've got another AFK little trick for you on the Crew Motorfest and all that. What you got to do is go to this place on the map just here. It is just left of the central sign in the center of the map. Now you go here, it is an escape challenge, and the great thing is about this that you can go AFK and you can rinse and repeat this until your heart's content to get, well, the stuff you usually get, you know, XP, money and all that rubbish. But the special thing about this one is that you don't have to press any buttons if you've got either A, an elastic band or hairband, or B, a turbo pad. Now I haven't got a turbo pad, I got one coming, and I'll show you guys when I get it how easy it will be to do this even more so. But at the moment all you want to be doing is concentrating on holding down your accelerator button, which on this pad is on the back, but you can set it up to be whatever button you want. Now ideally you do need a turbo pad, and the great fun about that is this will reset and you can do it over and over again forever until you get totally bored of it, and you'll be getting loads of money and XP. So this is how it works. You want to make sure the turbo pad is held down with the accelerator button and triangle for the PlayStation or Y for the Xbox, and this is what will happen. You'll go forward, you don't have to worry about directional buttons, you go forward and the turbo pad will be constantly pressing the Y button like that, because that is going to restart this event once you have completed it, which is really easy to complete. You can use any vehicle. This is a really slow vehicle just to show you that you can use any vehicle, and by doing this and constantly having the turbo button press repeat, you're going to keep starting this over and over again just like this, look, and that is how easy this is to do, and that is all you need to do. And that is a great thing about this little event, this trick on this game. It is just going to keep restarting over and over again. You can set it up during the night or whatever, and this is what you get for completing this event. Now I've chosen one specifically because it restarts really, really quickly, but this is what you get. So you get I've got bonuses on certain things, but you get quite a lot of cash, 2.2 thousand in credits, over 1,000, and most importantly you do get parts. But don't forget, on this game, if you go to your driver, I'm not doing it, that one, and you go to your legendary points and shove on whatever you want to get the most out of. I don't know why I got that on turbo or pure even, so we take that off there and we'll put it all on rich, because that way we're going to get a little bit extra of the money that we want in this game. I'm not too worried about XP. So once you've done that, I mean, you can also toggle around with the mods, I mean the parts, so you've got more money coming in. I think I have got a vehicle actually which is set up for, which one was it? Was it this one? Yes, we got a few mods on that one, but I think I've got a better one somewhere, and it's what it's got a lot of, actually I think it is this one. So what we'll do, we try this one, we'll drive through and we'll try and get as much coin as we can, as much money as possible. Remember, is this one on the map? So we're going over to here, Cunha Fields.
The next one is
start on that. So this car is set up to make money. So still don't press anything. It's so easy to complete. Rinse and repeat over and over again, and you'll be rich in no time. If you've got that turbo button on, you're going to get easily 1.5 million hour, I reckon. It's going to be that easy. So how much do we get extra with the buffs on. So we started with 2.2 thousand, now we get 2.6. So it's definitely worth doing, definitely worth sticking the extra on the car with the parts, with the Bitcoin symbol for the amount of money. And if you're interested in how to get these on your car, there is a video I did yesterday on how to use scrap parts to get the car parts that you need really easy. Go and check it out. It's on my channel, blah blah blah. An even faster way of infinite XP and infinite money, plus a crap ton of legendary parts, well, all parts. It is none other than this section on the map. It is the Moana Center. Now you need to look quite closely at the map here, because it's actually hidden by the donut icon. So it's just here. To unlock it, you need to make sure you've done the Nihon No Feats playlist. If you go here on the map, you need to go past this speed camera doing 130 miles an hour, so you can't use a slow car. But check out what car I am using. I'm not going to use any nitro because I'm going to try and attempt this AFK. So what are we getting? To do this once takes 6 seconds, and we get, well, with the boost you get 505 XP and 1119 credits. But we are doing this AFK. We're going to be letting this run throughout the night. Now if you are subscribed to our channel, you will know that we've already done another location which we claim to be the fastest, but some guy told me in the comments on YouTube that this is the fastest way. I think he might be right. This is quite fast, so what we're going to do is we're going to time this, time another one, and see which is fastest. Unfortunately on this one there is traffic that can get in the way and might knock us out of place if you are doing an AFK. Now some people have said, what does AFK mean? It means away from keyboard. In this case it's away from gamepad, so you don't have to be around the computer while the computer does this for you. You are going to need, however, one of these pads. It is a turbo pad, and getting one of these will save you a lot of time, a lot of money. I think it does actually light up. It's one of them ones. Get on Amazon about 30 quid, $50, and it's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of effort. As you can see already, I've actually got 15 million credits from doing these sort of glitches. There are other videos on my channel that shows you how to do these. Even got over 1 million scrap parts. There's a really good way to get ahead in the game early on. Now I am cheating a little bit because I have got a super duper souped up car, and by that I mean I've managed to get, or I've managed to re-roll the rich perk and the legend perk, and also the Bucks magnet for a complete set of the Bucks legendary items. Also always make sure that I've got on this as well, and this is going to give me extra money because that is what I'm after. I've got 15 legend points, so I'll make sure they're on the rich section on the legend points part of the driver profile. So one more time, AFK at this part of the map. It can be hard to see. It's definitely one of the best ones. Give it a go, let us know how it goes for you. Like I say, if you're doing AFK and you're lucky enough to have one of these pads, all you're going to need is a hairband or elastic band and something to place over the buttons, so the game will do it for you. The most important one is holding down the accelerator button and the restart button, and the game will automatically restart, and within 6 seconds you are making over 1.1 thousand in credits every 6 seconds. Now the other one I showed you last week, that takes about 25 seconds, and you are making I think it was 3,000. Therefore this is better for credits, but not quite as good for XP. You do the math. They're both pretty good. But the other one that I showed you last week, which was the, I don't know what it's called, let me show you. I do see a lot of people on the servers doing this. It is sort of a fail-proof way of getting lots of money in the game. The Cunha Fields, there's no traffic around here whatsoever, so it is really good. It's guaranteed to work overnight. If we're going AFK overnight, that is going to work really well. But here, some of the traffic can knock you off sometimes, so you need to be aware of that. They give it a go. It's quite a good one. You can do it manually, obviously, and get a lot of money quite fast. The more perks you have on your legendary set that you use for the car, obviously we've got the what's it called, the Bucks magnet, you can make in a lot more. So I highly recommend that you do use or try and roll yourself the XP and the Bucks bonus, and it'll work really well. Just make sure you've unlocked the nylon no feats, and it's slightly hidden behind the donut sign next to the Honda Centre here, just south of downtown, and that's just south of Honolulu. Give it a go. I think at the moment that is going to be the fastest way of making a lot of money. It's slightly risky, AFK, but at the moment it's working for me. And it's not for me. Bye.